Hello, everybody, and welcome to
By the by.
We Are the Atoms of Love.
This is Mrs. Atom.
And this is Mr. Atom. That's
Wow.
not a bad opening.
You sound all sexy-like.
I tell you, I don't feel all sexy. Like I'm tired. I don't know about you.
It's been a big weekend.
This is being recorded on a Sunday evening, and we've had a heck of a weekend. It's been a good one. We stepped out of the city for a little while and went up to visit some friends in Brisbane.
Yeah, it was a good, relaxing but still full-on weekend.
Yes.
So Brisbane's weather was fantastical. It's nice and sunny and warm.
Yeah, it was
Certainly
lovely.
Yeah.
We had what many in Australia call a dirty weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure what exactly that means. Apparently, people have better sex when they're not at home than when they are at home.
Apparently.
Normally,
I think you should just have good sex all the time. I don't think it should matter if you're at home or not.
That seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
I think that you should try to make an effort to have good sex at home.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
not easy. You have to work at it. It doesn't just happen, folks. Come on. But yeah, we tend to have better sex at home than we do when we're on vacation, because on vacation we're tired and
we have busy vacations.
Yeah, we do a lot of shit. We don't just lay on the beach and relax. It's not our style. We go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
That's all right. Whatever.
Still good sex.
Yeah. We were staying with some friends up there, and gotta tell you, you might want to have somebody come in and clean your shower. That's all I'm gonna say.
A professional deep clean.
Yeah, professional deep clean. There's a company apparently that cleans up after murders and.
Oh, there is. We saw that.
We saw that vehicle up there. You might want to give them a call. They'll disinfect your entire bathroom because, yeah.
It may need it just a little.
They have a nice big shower stall, and one of the big problems that we have down here in Sydney is that our shower in our apartment that we live in is we have 6 minutes of hot water, 7 minutes of hot water.
Yeah, the hot water tank is very small compared to what we were used to in the States.
Yeah.
So it doesn't last terribly long, so you learn how to shower very quickly.
You do, but
that makes it hard to then shower with a partner.
No, yeah, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
If you can get clean, dirty, and then clean in 7 minutes, you're doing something either really right or really wrong.
I'm not sure which. I could see it going either way.
Yeah. Goes both ways.
Tush.
Yeah, so if I sound a little draggy, that's why I'm exhausted. It's been a long week. Admittedly, this is our second time around trying to record this podcast. The first time we tried
some technical errors,
technical bloody difficulties. I tell you,
I think we've got it more or less worked out.
So it was a great podcast. Let me tell you, folks, it was a great podcast. But
sorry you missed out on it.
Yeah. Anyway, so one thing hopefully you do notice is I think we got our sound situation a little better than it has been over the last two podcasts. We again working on the whole technical difficulties thing, and we've got hopefully smooth sailing from here on out.
I think so.
Good weekend. If you follow us on Twitter, you saw a few of the dirty pics of the lovely misses here.
Yeah, somehow you're always holding the camera, so we didn't really get any of Mr. Atom.
You're always focused on other things.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that.
You have this fixation thing, which I'm not complaining about at all, but you never think about cameras, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to remember this forever.
Yeah.
Because at some point I'm going to go senile and not remember anything.
That's a good point. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Every time will be the first time.
I know, I should start working on to that principle.
Yeah. So let's see, what's new with us? We, was that last week?
Last week, yeah.
Holy smokes, it seems like an age ago.
No.
We had a date with, so side note, tangent. It's gonna be a tangent kind of night, I can already tell you. So we have, anybody who's in the lifestyle and knows, the word unicorn, it's thrown about with grave seriousness because we all want the mythical, magical unicorn. For anybody who doesn't know what a unicorn is a single female who likes to play with couples, and that's it. That's pretty straightforward. But we are looking for a bisexual male, and we're coming up with a new name for it because unicorn doesn't really fit. I mean, they're just as rare, trust me. Bisexual males that want to play with a couple are relatively sane and have a lot of fun and blah, 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 blah. Can carry on a conversation, string two sentences together better than I'm doing right now. But we've come up with a new word for this, and we call it
a manticore.
A manticore.
Which is, like the unicorn, a mythical creature that's all kinds of parts of things. And it's really kind of a crazy animal.
Body of a lion, eagle wings, and a snake for a tail.
Yes. And a human head with 3 rows of sharp teeth like a shark.
We're not looking for that. We just want.
Yeah, we don't care about sharks.
We just want the attractive single male. That's yeah. So unicorns are for females. Manticores are for guys. Make it so, people.
At least for us.
Let's start using this as our vernacular. I think we can start something here. Don't you want to be the beginning of a wave?
Or at least understand what we're talking about.
Okay, fine. That too. Anyway, we had a date last week with a potential manticore.
Yes.
Really nice guy.
Yeah, it's cute.
Attractive and intelligent. Can string 2 sentences together.
Mm-hmm. And keen on being with a couple.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Has experience being on a couple. Maybe that too.
Yeah.
Being with couples. Not intimidated by guys. Not intimidated by women. This is
Yeah.
So yeah.
Seems like a good possibility.
I think so. What's your opinion? Do you think he has mediocre experience? Would you prefer somebody who is kind of green and new at this and that we have to lead by the hand, or would you prefer somebody who, has been around the block and has played with couples? And
that's a tough question.
I agree.
I can see both ways. On the one hand, if they're new, or less experienced playing with couples and whatnot, then this might sound terrible, but you can kind of train them to what you like. I mean, in any relationship, you're gonna learn from your partners and what they like and don't like, but still, it's a little easier if they have no preconceived notions coming in.
Yes, I agree.
But at the same time, to have someone who's a little experienced is nice because you don't feel like you always have to be the teacher or lead them along or whatever. And I guess it depends too on how keen the person is, and they may pick up very quickly or may just kind of jump right in with both feet and do their own thing. I can see both ways, but I would tend to say probably someone who's a little more experienced, because I don't mind teaching and helping guide them into what we like or what we want, but I don't want to have to just completely start from scratch. What about you?
I'm on the other side of that coin.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer somebody who's a little greener, a little underripe.
Okay.
And for me, the reason is I don't want somebody coming in with those preconceived notions that they know what they, this is what I'm supposed to do, or this is how it's done. I sort of like somebody, and I guess an experienced person can read you. So
and be flexible.
And be flexible and sort of communicate better, potentially, admittedly. But still, I kind of
see that.
It's funny, having done this, actually, I say that we've only been doing what we're doing for about 3 years, but I've been with guys since I was, 18, off and on, and I still consider myself sort of new at the whole thing. It's weird, but it's kind of I still look at it as a growing experience, and I think that's what I like. Is I like somebody who is at least open enough to grow with us or with me or with you.
That's true, because it's never the same, not even every time, but it does relate, like all relationships, they change a bit, and you may do one thing one night, and the next time you get together, maybe let's try this instead, or could be even slightly different players, especially with a single person and a couple. It could be that it's more of 2 partners, less of one, could be equal all 3, could be more of 2 others, different ones the next time. Because you and I both like to watch as well.
Oh yeah.
So we get a lot of enjoyment out of participating, of course, but also just sitting back and watching each other with someone else.
I think it's funny too. It's a good point you make, subtly, which is that a lot of people who have never been in a threesome have no idea what a threesome actually is. It's almost always at some part in that threesome, it's actually two people and one person sort of gets left aside. And it's not in a negative way. It's just that, sex is naturally a two-person sort of thing. So if you have a third person there, I mean, granted, they can be participating and be part of it, but at some point the focus is just going to be on those two.
Predominantly, it'll be
or on two people. And that's, you got to sort of relax and be okay with that. I think there's a lot of folks.
And it can change up even, during the play and whatnot as well. But yeah, while three people can be involved at any given time, one is definitely going to be to a lesser extent.
Yes. It's hard for three people to kiss at the same time.
They might be directing. I mean,
Right, exactly, yes. The
like,
director.
this is what I want to see, do this.
Dance, monkeys, dance.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, but back to the date. We met in the city at a bar, and it was actually a really cool little bar. I never even knew it existed.
There's so many nice little bars in the city.
I love these little hidden holes.
Yeah.
There's a pun there. But yeah, so we met this fella, had a couple of drinks. It's a really good conversation. He's cute as hell. Looks much younger than he is, I think.
Yeah.
Which
it's very easy on the eyes.
Age is no big deal, but it is nice to have somebody who's easy on the eyes. And over the course of the evening, he invited us back to his place, and.
But we have a pretty firm rule that we don't play on the first date.
That's true. Rules are made to be broken, however.
Rules are made to be broken, but we did not break it. We stuck to it.
I know. I was surprised.
Yeah, a little bit. Me too. But we did. So we stuck to it and didn't play on the first date. But I do have to admire him for at least having the balls to ask and say something, and and again, it lets us know that hey, he's actually interested, not just like, okay, well, yeah, see you later, piss off,
Yeah.
So.
And we're done. No, it was good, and looking forward to it. I think that I actually might see him one night this week.
Yes, you might. Well, I am otherwise occupied.
Yeah, Mrs. Adam is going to be traveling a bit, so when the cat's away.
Mm-hmm.
The mouse will play.
We'll play.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. We got a busy week coming up.
We do. We have a lot of activity coming up.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. It's we have a date
almost every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every night but one.
I think we have one free night.
We have one free night this week.
Yep.
And you're traveling and I'm dating that night.
Yeah.
Wow. We're not sluts. We just love love.
We just have a good circle of friends, and
That's right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
And they may not all be play dates, but still just.
True.
Well, there's good potential for most of them, but they're.
Well, one's a first date as well.
That's true. So yeah, that won't be a play date.
That'll be we've.
So yeah, maybe half and half. We'll see.
A new couple that we're going to meet, and yeah.
But it's fun. We have a good circle of friends.
Yeah, good
and
people.
Always looking for more. So.
Oh yeah. That's right. You can't have too many friends.
No.
Both pants on and pants off.
Exactly.
Yeah. So tomorrow night we have our current manticore coming over. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. He is also our designer,
creative
designer who designed our little icon for our podcast. Very talented guy. So looking forward to talented in many ways.
I guess technically he's a graphic designer, but I like creative designer better for us.
Yeah, he's creative and he's a designer. So ipso facto, he's a creative designer.
And he's pretty too. Easy on the eyes.
He is easy on the eyes. Blue steel.
I'll just start calling him that.
We should. All right, that's his new name on here. Blue Steel. Hello, Blue Steel. So I feel like I'm bouncing all over the place. I'm having trouble focusing tonight, folks. I'm tired. I'd had a few wines while at the airport.
A few drinks before we got to the airport.
And I'm currently drinking a beer now.
Yes.
It's going to be great. So good date last week. Going to be a good date this week. Shall we move on to our main topics?
Absolutely.
Is there anything else we need to talk about? Anything else new and exciting? I don't think so.
I think we've covered a lot already.
Yeah, we've been rambling on for 15 minutes already.
Yeah.
Folks, I'm sorry. Thank you for sticking with us. It's going to get good, I promise. Tonight, whatever.
This podcast,
what we wanted to talk about was...
pegging.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
Pegging. So...
Love it.
Anybody who doesn't know, and I don't know if this is urban legend, I'm pretty sure it's true, but we should probably check the Google. in order to make sure. Pegging, the phrase pegging came from Dan Savage. He had put out to his folks, what should we call it when a woman wears a strap on and fucks a man rather than another woman? And his people voted and talked about it, or whatever, however the Dan Savage Lovecast magic works, and came up with pegging. I don't know if it's true. I like the story. So
yeah. I don't know if it's true either or not, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, we're going to call it true.
Yeah.
There you go.
Either way, it's what it is.
So yeah, it's fun.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Yeah, it's I'm constantly amazed at, guys fall into two categories, like two very strong, stiff categories when it comes to pegging. And when you bring it up, they either look at you and go, huh, that sounds like I might want to try that. Mm-hmm. Or they look at you and go, oh my God, why would you ever want to do that? And that just tells me that these guys have, poor guys. Chill out, folks. It's not that bad. It's actually, it's great.
Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah.
So, we've got a couple of strap-on sets and probably 7 or 8 different dildos, or I'm going to call them dildos. Are they? I guess they're not. What do you call them?
Yeah,
we'll call them dildos. Yeah. And they range the gamut from about we'll say middle finger sized of an average me, up to, holy cow, that looks like a Pringles can. We do not have the home defense dildo.
No, we don't have.
We have We have 2 sets of friends out there that have a home defense dildo. And when I say this dildo is about the length of 2 Pringles cans. I'm using Pringles can as my unit of measurement here because I'm pretty sure it's standard all over the earth.
I think so.
But it's actually steel reinforced.
Yes.
The thing has a metal rod inside its fleshy rod.
Heavy and hard, which I realize, that's kind of a given.
Yeah.
But it would hurt if somebody came at you with that.
Yeah. Somebody breaks into your house, you come out there with that thing in your hand, and you're like, all right, game on, buddy. This is going to sting a bit. So we have a couple of, I think advice that, anybody who's interested in trying, Mrs. Adam has 2, like, one looks like a climbing harness, really.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, when we first started and tried this, we were actually in the States at the time.
Yep.
And, I got, the kind of what I think of as a more typical strap-on type, just like with the straps and everything that go all around. And like you said, it looks a bit more like a climbing harness. I mean, a little prettier and more graceful than that.
That was actually part of a beginner's set.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a beginner set. It had 2 dildos in it and the harness.
Yeah.
And then some lube of some
the
sort.
straps and stuff. And so, we got that and we tried it. And it was okay. But it wasn't terribly great. Because I didn't feel like I had a lot of control.
And that's important.
Yeah, no matter how tight I tried to get it, how, firm or in place I tried to hold the dildo or whatever. It's, I need to know that where I think it's going, it actually is, and the angles are right, everything like that. And I felt like it was moving around a bit too much with the straps.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that. It was clear too that it wasn't. It was hard for you to control.
It was hard to control. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she learned how difficult us guys have it. That thing is hard to control. It goes every which way.
Yeah, apparently. It's like a divining rod.
It is.
Yeah.
Always looking for happiness.
Just looks for moisture.
It just looks for happiness. Love. Looking for love.
Yeah, so then after we moved to Sydney, once again we went to our favorite shop in Sydney. We went to Max Black.
Hey, Max Black. VIP card. We love you.
But yes, we went there and we were looking around, and they have some panties that have a hole in them for the dildo part, and the ones I got actually they have a cutout too, so it's open all around for me for access as well.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. But they have some that are like boy short style or whatnot. That I don't think those don't have the opening for girls.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But still, they're really cute.
Basically, what you guys is very similar to what I would call like a jock strap kind of style.
Yeah,
because it's open-assed and
yeah,
you can see your cheeks and yeah.
Well, but I was going to say, but it does have a bit more material back there. It's only open ass down the middle.
That's true.
Kind of.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Because I think of jockstrap as not having a lot of material.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But anyway, so they fit awesomely. They hold the dildo part in very firmly and securely. It stays exactly where I want it to be in place, and I have so much more control with those. So yeah, since we've gotten those, it has been amazing and fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is something about, even though I tend to be more dominant, there's just something about seeing you in that position. And I don't know if it's just seeing you from behind, like how when guys have girls doggy style, you get that nice silhouette, and it's the same kind of thing, with you. Get to see
tell me more about my ass.
Yeah, it's a very nice ass. But yeah, so get to, you get that silhouette and the shape, and just, I don't know, it's just a different perspective of you that I don't usually see.
It's true.
And just in a different position, and I still have the control and the power, but it's in a way that, of course, is bringing pleasure to you. And yeah, we've tried a few different positions.
What's your favorite?
Well, I was going to ask you that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But I asked you first.
I would say probably in a slightly more traditional doggy, like when you're up on the what's the triangle one from Liberator called?
Wedge.
The wedge.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're up on the wedge, and I'm behind you just like squatting.
Yeah.
Like that gives me the
That's my
best
favorite as
angle
well.
and the best control, I feel like.
That's my favorite as well.
Yeah.
Anybody who's listening out there, go to www.liberator.com. It's a company in the States out of Atlanta that does sex furniture. We have 4 or 5 pieces from them. Great quality.
Little things, big things.
Yeah.
They have a whole variety of stuff.
Really good stuff. So check them out. But what she's talking about is the wedge. It's great for him. It's great for her. It's great for everyone. But yeah, I think one thing that we figured out early on too is the angle. Most dildos curve.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to hit the prostate or the P spot or whatever you want to call it now. If you're taking your man from behind, or if you're the man getting taken from behind, it is better for you to have the dildo pointed down.
Yeah, curve the other way.
Yeah, because the prostate is small, about 3 inches in. I don't know how many centimeters that is, but look on Google. And yeah, it's about
7.5.
Yeah, it's up to about the second or third knuckle.
Yeah.
Of your hand. Yeah, but it's on the inside, on your belly button side. So it's a little walnut-sized piece there.
That's a good pointer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Curve it the other way.
Yep, curve it towards your belly button.
Yep.
But
of the person, the end user, not the giver, the receiver, not the giver.
Yes, the bottom.
Yes, there you go.
Not the top.
Yes. But yeah, so I think we've actually found that to be really nice, and we've gotten a few different kinds of toys and things to go in at different types of dildos and stuff.
Yeah.
Again, from Max Black, but because they have such a great variety from small to big. There's ribbed ones, not ribbed ones. There's all different styles and types, and it just depending on what you want to try, you can get different things and start small, work up, whatever you want to do. But yeah, we found that to be really, really good, and it makes me very moist when I do that.
She gets drippy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very nice. I really enjoy it.
I'm very lucky in that you get turned on by that. I don't know how common that is. I'd be curious to know from ladies out there.
Good question.
How common is it? Do you like?
I would put that out there to listeners and see if anybody wants to give us feedback, because I honestly don't know. It's not. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. Email us, tweet us, whatever.
Because it is one of my favorite things. Like it turns me on so much.
We need to do it more often. For some reason, I have to admit, I'm one of those guys. I'm a nut for cleanliness, and I'm always paranoid about cleanliness. And so I'm tend to be. It's like I have to either have just had a bath or a shower or whatever.
Which is a nice lead-in too, because then you can have a nice relaxing bath. You can be
relaxed. Those muscles need to be relaxed.
Yeah, you can be relaxed. You're not tense going into it. It's not like you've had a busy day or just gone exercising or whatever, and you're just like all grr. But just go relax and chill out.
That being said,
take
after
a
nice
bubble bath,
exercise,
have some wine.
That'd be a good time as well.
Yeah.
exercising, being all grr, and then suddenly you be all grr, and then I'm all grr, and it's like, woo, sounds great.
There's a lot of grr in there.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, advice I can give guys out there who might be interested or wanting to try it. Butt plugs are great.
Mm-hmm.
Good way to get used to something being there when it's not normal. You can slowly masturbate with that, or start out on top. If your partner has a strap-on, start out on top. You get to control that. I think that's good advice for anybody who's
control the angle, the speed.
Yeah. You control the
everything.
angle. Anybody who's looking into anal sex. I know, again, to talk about Dan Savage, a few years ago he wrote this really great article called Anal Ed 101. Yeah. He was talking to two young gay men who want to have anal sex for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about, just good advice on that. So I would highly recommend you reading that, because it's really applicable to this as well. But yeah, if you start out on top and you can control the speed and the angle,
Lube, lots of lube.
Oh God, lots of lube. Lube up the toy, lube up yourself.
Yep.
And if you're concerned about cleanliness and cleaning and everything, put a condom on it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to. I use condoms with toys quite often.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot easier.
Easy to clean.
Easy to clean up. Don't have to worry about it.
No.
Just toss it.
I mean, you still clean it, but it's just so much easier. Yeah.
I saw on the internet the other day that you can take all your silicone toys and just throw them in the dishwasher.
You can, but our dishwasher doesn't work very well.
Well, yeah,
because I did that in the States.
Oh. I would have loved to open your dishwasher at some point and see like 30 different dildos and vibrators and shit in there. Like, oh, look. All I wanted was a spoon.
I threw them in your dishwasher a few times.
Of course you did. That's awesome. Yeah, but other advice I can give you is, start out on top, start slow. Once you have it in and you're sort of used to it and relaxed, you can move on to other positions, and it doesn't hurt really at all.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get your body used to, having something there.
So yeah, have a nice bubble bath beforehand, candles, music, wine, and then lube up and get on top.
Yeah, it's good times. That's we should do that again here in the very near future.
Yeah.
But
we've also found in doing this, which is a little interesting, but whenever I am, behind you, I get quite mouthy.
Oh, she does.
And I'm not usually very mouthy.
No, she's usually very quiet, but she suddenly starts to look like a lady and talk like a well-educated sailor.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it just, that maybe it is just something about being behind because like I said, even when I'm dominant other times, I'll a little mouthy, but not like, not that kind of like, just a different level of dirty talk, I guess.
It is. It really is. That's actually a really good point. Now, I've never actually thought about it because it's really hot.
Yeah.
But you're like...
And I can't control it. It just comes out.
No.
Yeah.
It's fantastic too. No, but I'm mouthy as well. I'm a screamer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to bury your face in the pillow because you don't want to, scare the neighbors.
Eh.
I guess if you cared about
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah, but
we just need to let it's just a good way to let the neighbors know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, they're at it again.
Our poor neighbors. Yeah. So one thing I'd like to point out as well is there's many studies out there that show the benefits of prostate manipulation or massaging or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I trust all those studies. Things like less likelihood for prostate cancer and overall general health and blah 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 blah. But the one that I can tell you for sure that works, and I've seen a distinct turnaround since we've been doing this, which really has only been about a year and a half or 2 years, is that I can sleep through the night and not have to wake up and pee.
Oh, that's good.
I know, what a benefit. I got to be honest, about
I could do that.
5-6 years ago, I started waking up in the middle of the night. I mean, I'm not old, but I'm not young either. But I would wake up in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh God, I got to pee again. And now, almost no matter how much I drink the night before, I don't have to pee in the night. It's fantastic.
That's pretty impressive, yeah.
I know.
I can't do that. I have a tiny, tiny bladder.
If only you had a prostate, we could.
Yeah.
We could poke at.
I don't. At least not that I've ever been aware of. Not that any doctor has ever found.
Do you have a lady prostate? I don't know. But yeah, so it's good times.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I had to take a drink of my beer here. Let's see. We talked about the different sizes.
Yeah. And like I said, I know we've obviously talked about this a bit before, but I think having the right strap on for you, whether it's, straps work for some people.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think they look pretty sexy, honestly. But
yeah.
Do you disagree?
Yeah, I do disagree.
Okay.
They look like you're getting ready to go climb a mountain.
Oh. Well, I think they can look very sexy, but it's, and they work for some people, but for me, they just didn't give me the control that I needed, so I like the panties.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of having the right stuff, really, because, the first time or two that we did it, it wasn't great. And then we finally figured out that was it. And so, but there's that communication between us. It's not just like, oh, we're going to do this and assume that it's okay for my partner. We were talking about it the whole time. Like, is this position good? Is this good? It's not. What can I do better? And that's, when we kind of worked out that the straps weren't great, because you have to constantly talk about it. Like anytime you have sex or you're doing anything with a partner, but it seems to be a little more critical in this case.
Well, and I'll say too, with the panties that you've got, it really allows you to sort of let loose, and you go from that cautious, am I hurting you, to once you know you're not hurting me, you really do let loose, and you just sort of, you just sort of fuck away. So if you had like a wish, would you wish for like a penis for a day or a week? Or...
Absolutely. I would love that. Maybe more than a day. Yeah. Could we go for like a week?
A week, a penis for a week?
Yeah.
God, you'd have that thing stuck
There's
everywhere.
a lot of people I need to get around to.
Wow, yeah. That's my girl.
And more than once, Because admittedly, if I don't have one, I need to feel it out, right? In more ways than one. But, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I would love to have just like a trial penis or something for like a week.
Trial penis.
Yeah. I don't, that's an interesting question. Would I want to have it forever?
Well, not knowing what it's like, can you make that decision?
No, I don't think I can. Would you like to have a trial vagina for a week?
Yeah. God, yeah.
You do?
Very much so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about longer than that, but I'd like to try it out. That would be fantastic. I know there's no way ever possible, but
there is a way ever possible, but the problem is it takes a lot of surgery, and it's very expensive. And if you don't like it once you've had it, it's
it's not worth that much to me.
But yeah, so
I'll just go based on what you say it feels like.
I like it. It's pretty awesome. I like poking it and things. So that's basically the main crux of I think what we wanted to talk about with pegging.
So basically, give it a try, people.
Yeah.
If you're at all even slightly interested in it, and because it's not everybody's thing, obviously. But
of course.
And if it's not, that's great. But if you are, and you've never tried it, just start small. Just start slow. Give it a try, and
There's lots of great websites out there as well. Lots of really great websites on understanding it and what makes it feel good and how to do it. Blah 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 blah. But I would definitely check those out. The internet's great for that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, rude remarks for us, feel free to tweet us or to
and if there's any
shoot us
girls
an email
out there listening that be curious to know if you've tried it, what your experience is, and if it turns you on as much as it turns me on, because it really is one of my favorite things. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, is that like in the top 3?
Probably.
Sexually favorite things. What are your top 3 sexually favorite things?
Giving oral.
Is that number 1?
It's up there, yeah.
I feel like I should unzip my pants right now.
Let's see what the microphone picks up.
Stay tuned, radio audience.
We might need to cut the commercial break.
We'll come back real soon.
You're terrible.
All right, number 2. What's number 2?
Orgies.
Because from oral to orgies, that's good.
I like the puppy pile. I like having, just where everybody's together playing, and I mean, not like, I'm not talking like 20 people, but 4 to 8 or so.
Normal shit, folks.
But yeah, because when you just have the puppy pile and everybody's comfortable with everybody, and you're just switching around, and you just go for whatever's in front of you, and yeah. I really like that. Huh. And yeah, pegging's definitely way up there.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there you go.
What are your top 3? This is a little tit for tat here. It can't be one-sided.
That's a good question. I would have to say pegging is way up there. I would say...
Does it make your top 3?
Probably not. It's probably 4. I don't know. It's hard for me to order them. I absolutely love both giving and receiving oral.
Okay, don't say no order. Just
like 69 for me is probably my epitome of happiness.
Yeah.
Because I'm focused on something that I absolutely love, and I'm feeling something that I absolutely love as well. It doesn't matter if it's female or male. That is
69.
69. I love both giving and receiving oral. I really like just one-on-one with me and another guy. Mm-hmm. I think that there's something about it. Guys, it's so funny. Guys are so much different than women. They feel differently. They smell differently. And I know that all makes sense from a scientific thing, but it's different. Yeah.
And that's why I like girls so much, because girls are soft. Yeah. They're, just like you said, they have a little different smell to them. Their skin's a lot softer than guys.
Yeah, you can shower in the same. Guys, a man and a woman can shower with using the exact same shampoo and body wash or soap or whatever, and they'll still smell differently, and it's really distinct. And again, I know that falls into the duh category, but anyway, I like that. I really like that. But so yeah, one-on-one with a guy. Oral /69, and I think up there is just plain doggy style sex with a woman.
Yeah.
Either doggy or where she's on her belly.
I like doggy.
I like that.
Yeah.
It feels good, and you get a good view, and like you said, Mrs.
It's the
Adam,
same thing about pegging.
Anybody's seen the pictures online, you've got this wonderful hourglass kind of figure, and yeah, I like that. Mm. So those would be my top 3. Pegging probably falls number 4.
Yeah.
It's really close between that and the one-on-one with the guy.
The reason why you like doggy is why I like pegging, though, too.
Okay,
See?
I can accept that, yeah.
It's like doggy for
girls
in the back, yeah.
Okay, let's move on to something a little different. If anybody wants any more, like we said, any more questions or anything, feel free to ask us. We're going to try to start doing something kind of new, kind of different, I guess, for us. Third podcast, we're already changing things up.
Yeah, fill it out, see how it goes.
We're finding our pace, folks. But we're going to start asking each other these thought-provoking questions. Mm-hmm. Dum dum dum. Mm-hmm. And this one, because it's still a new year, we've got a big year ahead of us in 2016. It's going to be a good one. What is one thing you have never done sexually that you would like to do? And then the second corollary to that question is what is one thing that you and I, have never done, also sexually, that you would like to do this year? So there you go. What's one thing you've never done, and one thing that we haven't done that you may have done with somebody else, and you might give it a try with me?
Are you answering this first, or am I?
No, I asked, so you got to answer it first. I know, right? When you start asking the questions, I'll have to answer.
All right. One thing, not one person.
If it's one person, it's Bernadette Peters. Anybody who can give me Bernadette Peters' number?
I was going to go Daniel Craig.
Wow. Can we do like a double team?
I'm okay with that.
I'd love to be the cream in that sandwich.
They might not be okay with that, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, so one thing. Jeez, That's hard because we've done so much.
I know, right?
It's usually, if we want to do it, it's like, okay, well, let's just do it.
So I can answer the one thing. I can answer if you want me to. If you want to think about it for a little while longer.
Go ahead.
So
close,
one thing
but,
that
yeah.
I've never done that I do want to do, judge me if you will. Well, actually, I got two things. Is pay for sex. And I know there's going to be a lot of our friends that are going to be like, well, you can give me $20. But no, I think there's something really I don't know why that's alluring to me. There's something exciting.
Is it because it's forbidden?
I think growing up, it was always such a thing. You did not do that. Prostitution was wrong and blah, 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 blah. I don't believe that. I think it's dumb as hell. But I sort of like that, when you want something done right, you go to a professional.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
Maybe it's not like that.
Yeah.
It could be one of those things but actually a corollary to that too is one thing I'd like to do is hire a dominatrix.
Yes.
That's something we could do together.
I would agree.
And I would like to be put through the paces with a professional dominatrix. We're going to be going to Sexpo here, coming up in May, right? In Sydney.
Yep.
And there was a couple last year, and I would love to talk to them. And if they do like classes or sort of one-on-one, whatever, I think that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So one thing, and this would go either way. I would say this is more of something that we have never done, and admittedly, we even bought some to try and whatnot. We haven't, but the rope.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like to play with the ropes and stuff and the knots, and it's one of those things that I think it's really beautiful when it's done.
Yeah.
And when you're wrapped up, tied up, whatever, and in the rope with all the knots, and I don't know what the actual technical term for it is.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure there's a word for it out there somewhere. But I think it's really gorgeous and really awesome, and can be used in bondage as well. I'm not sure that either of us has the patience to use it in that way, but maybe. But I don't know. I need to learn how to do that a bit more. And like I said, we bought some ropes so we could play around with it, and then we just haven't made the time to do it. But I would like to do that because I think that would be a lot of fun, and it's just absolutely gorgeous when you see it done properly. It's just beautiful. I love it.
Shibari. Rope bondage is often referred to as shibari.
Yeah.
The English speaking through Japanese, it means to tie.
Okay.
So there you go.
So that's what I would like to try for us.
Yeah,
something that we haven't tried. Like I said, we were like, oh yeah, we should do that. And then, like I said, we
even bought the rope.
We did, but we've just been so busy and we just haven't carved the time out. We're going to have to just say we're going to do this at some point.
I think Max Black, somebody in Sydney does classes.
Yeah, I've seen that. I
think I saw posters or something
that
with
might
cards
be how
at Max
we
Black.
Commit to it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
We should do more classes, more kind of communication and fun play classes. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So that's something that I think would be fun for the two of us to do that we haven't. Because like I said, a lot of the things we want to do, we're just like, oh yeah, let's do it, and we go do it.
And we just go bloody do it.
So, yeah.
So is there anything that you've done with other people that you haven't done with me?
I can't think of anything, no.
Me neither.
No. Admittedly, I was going to say the one thing I haven't, I couldn't do it with you, but that I haven't done at all would be just like play with girls alone. Not one girl, but because I've done that.
Yeah.
But multiple girls, like 2, 3, 4 girls at once. No boys in the room.
That'd be awesome.
Because usually when we have groups,
can we have a camera in the room?
I'm okay with that if they're okay with that. But because normally, when we play in groups, it's the boys are there too, which is awesome and fantastic. But what I'd be curious about is if the dynamic changes at all, because even if the boys aren't participating, there's still that observer effect.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so I would be curious, and it may not change, it may not, but I don't know. That's why I'd like to try it and see, because it may be fine, But
we need to work that out.
Because admittedly, playing with one girl doesn't really change, whether boys are there or not. But with multiples, would it? I don't know.
Maybe.
So yeah, I'm sure we could work it out, but just haven't yet.
Yeah, we've done the 3 guys, 1 girl.
Mm-hmm.
So you and me, and then another couple of guys. That was fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun to do again.
Yeah. It's always fun to do things.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So okay, there's the question.
I think that's what I would say. Yeah. I'm going to stick with that.
So yeah, we've like she said, anything that we've done a lot together that
we have. Yeah.
I can't think of anything I've done with anybody else that I'm like, oh, like.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so there you go.
But we're pretty good at trying things out, and it either works, we do it again, or it doesn't. We're like, yep, we tried it, not going to do that again.
We tried it. We don't like it. Oh, I just dropped something. Yeah, we tried it. We don't like it. Yes. So we've tried a few things. Yeah. So that's basically all I've got. Anything?
Yeah. No, I think we've done a pretty good job of rambling and wandering all
rambling
over the
on
place.
And on. Yeah.
A little, like I said, a lot of sidetracks tonight.
Yeah, we apologize again. We're both kind of tired, and but we wanted to.
Maybe we'll have it a little more ordered and on track next time.
That doesn't sound like me.
Not like
that sounds
me.
More like you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So everyone out there, if you want to talk to us, communicate with us in some ways. Best ways are probably email. You can email us at the Atoms of Love. That's the THEATOMS of love, LOVE, at gmail.com. And you can give us a shout out on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at the Atoms of Love. And so we're getting some.
It's the best way to find us. Yeah.
I think right now it is. I'm not going to set up. I don't think I'm going to set up a Facebook page. I think that's.
We don't need that right now.
I've got so much stuff that I'm trying to pay attention to right now. The last thing I need is another
Twitter's
Facebook
pretty good.
page.
Twitter's a good way.
I like the Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter and email. That's how you can reach us.
Yeah.
There you go.
So give us a shout out. Follow us on Twitter, and go check out our pictures. I put up a couple of dirty pictures, and I might have one or two more that we can.
Apparently, I need to take control of the camera and take a few more pictures myself.
Yeah, you do. All right. So we'll catch you all next time. Thanks for listening to By the By.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys.